Hello, everybody. Hope you all had a good day. Had a good day. My days are usually good. Sometimes they're tough. That's okay. We kind of live in a politically stressful environment, and it seems intentional, but I don't know. I just know that people aren't falling for that as much anymore because I know back in 2017, 2018, personally, um, I'd ran into a group of people that were so hateful towards people with other viewpoints that they, they were going to do bad things and did do bad things. And I've seen them since then, and they seem to have calmed down a lot. I think the fruits of their actions may have led them in a better direction. Thank God for that, right? It's a stress that's not needed, right? So we're going to talk about some of that and see how it goes, right? See how it goes. Political stress. Yeah, political stress. Let's let's talk about it, right? And the U.S. political media has divided our nation. This divide has taken a significant toll on individual mental health. It really has. Things that I've seen is pretty severe. The majority of the people viewing our nation's future as highly important, almost 80% experiencing heightened anxiety due to political tension. And that's media driven. The research shows that increased perceived polarization is directly associated with anxiety and depression. It's creating a concerning cycle of mental health challenges. This impact extends beyond individual well-being, as political polarization affects what health information people are willing to believe and the action they are willing to take, potentially compromising overall public health outcomes. It's severe. I've covered some of that in my documentary. There just wasn't enough pills for some of these people. There wasn't enough. They would sit and pop pills. It wasn't just one. They were overwhelmed. They didn't need that anxiety. That anxiety was undue. So when we're dealing with politics, we need to set healthy boundaries in relationships. Political discussions can restrain relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. It's important to establish clear boundaries when with how you engage with political conversation. Especially when you know someone's struggling, right? It's not that you need to tiptoe. You should never tiptoe around people, but just be respectful of their condition, right? If needed, agree to disagree and focus on some shared interests, the common values, the things that bring us together, rather than the political differences, that divide people. We can't let this garbage divide us, right? We just can't. So moving forward, while political engagement is important for democracy, for our political well-being, right? Balancing civical participation with mental well-being is crucial. The people I was referring to were so deep, they couldn't let go. They were obsessed. Remember that taking care of your mental health doesn't mean completely disengaging from politics. Instead, it means finding healthy ways to stay informed and involved while protecting your emotional well-being. By implementing coping strategies and maintaining awareness of how political stress affects you, you can better navigate these challenging times and preserving your mental health. There's a physical impact to political stress. Political stress doesn't just affect our mental state. It manifests in physical symptoms as well. Research shows that exposure to political events can worsen physical health with common symptoms including muscle tension, headaches, sleep problems. It's one of the things those things where all those people I was talking about were struggling with. So they're taking stuff for sleep and stuff that will relax them. They're trying yoga, going deep into yoga, deep into the spiritual side of yoga. It wasn't working. Got into witchcraft, and which I didn't know existed until then. I thought it was just something seen on TV or whatever. But apparently it's real. Recent studies indicate that chronic political stress can lead to elevated blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues, right? Heart condition stuff. These physical manifestations, heightened stress, they highlight the importance of developing healthy coping mechanisms. And good on them for trying something, right? But I felt they were desperate. They needed something. It's a generational impact. Generational impact. Young adults, particularly vulnerable to political stress. In today's environment, it's hard on kids. Recent data from 2024 shows that 43% of adults report feeling more anxious than the previous year. And with current events, 70%. The economy, 77%. The 2024 election was up there, 73%, being the primary source of anxiety. This heightened stress level among younger generations emphasizes the need for early intervention and stress management education. I agree with that for anything, all things. We should all learn how to live a stress-free life. No question about that. There's benefits political tolerance. We don't have to be hating on one another. It's okay to have different views. Some of them are pretty significant, and it's okay. It's okay. We'll work through whatever we have to work through. Political tolerance isn't just about keeping peace. It's fundamental to a healthy democracy. You kind of need that push back and forth. It just needs to be a healthy pushback. It can't be hate, right? You can't let it get into the hate. It's bad. Research shows that higher levels of political participation and civil liberty correlate with greater social cohesion and community well-being. It's good to work together. It really is. It is. When citizens can respectively disagree, while maintaining civil discourse, it strengthens the democratic institutions that are, quite frankly, super broken right now. And record it, creates a more resilient society, doesn't it? Studies indicate that political tolerance helps to bridge gaps between opposing views, fostering empathy and deeper understanding, across those divides, right? Being resilient in a polarized world, you have to build that up. Creating a balanced approach to political engagement requires both awareness and action. It's crucial to develop resilient strategies. You have to build that resilience. This involves not just managing our own reactions to political events, but also activity contributing to more constructive political dialogue. By combining personal well-being practices and civil engagement, we can, actually participate in real political discourse, while maintaining, a healthier mental state, maintains your mental health. It's important to have discussions. It's also important to know that no matter what, it's not the end. If someone's going to make a bad decision politically that you voted in, and somebody disagrees with that person that you voted in, or that you disagree with they voted in, it's not. Our system is designed to take that. We can vote them out. We can engage with call-ins and call them and find out where your particular politician stands, and if they're doing something that's not in alignment with the community, then the community needs to get in touch with them. It's not so cut and dry, but just know that it's going to be okay, right? Don't be hating on one another, all right?